Fellas. It's been a long time since I've been excited to use a card in my team. Super excited to use this Steve Francis today. First things first, I'm going to show you guys how to dribble with this card. Pretty much exactly what the right moves are. I think a lot of people have already heard. Steve Francis has some really good dribble sigs in this game. Right now, with the way my team is, there's not as many cards as you would expect for it being made that have these type of dribble sigs. So I'm just going to show you exactly how to make best use of this Steve Francis real quick here. Got the hand cam on screen, got the beautiful card coming into the collection. They're just going to go ahead and chuck him in the lineup. Now, people might wonder, like, is this Steve Francis actually going to play for me? Probably not. I mean, he'll definitely play for me in like clutch time, stuff like that, maybe unlimited, but you know, is he better than Jordan or Luka? No, of course not. But he definitely got some stuff on him. So first and foremost, in the full court, he's going to be pretty decent. He's got the Scotty behind the back. The tween isn't great. The crossover is pretty decent, but you know, no one's really tripping about Steve Francis full court dribble sigs. It's all about what he can do in the half court. So his size up is entirely different than most other cards because there's a lot of different things and animations that you can get with it. So his size up is just super fast. You know, I've made the video on Derrick Rose, and a lot of the stuff about the Derrick Rose size up is also true with the Steve Francis. I mean, you could just see that, you know, when you're triggering the front size up here, you can burst out of it very quickly. I mean, you can just see it, right? He moves with that size up different than most other cards. And then his behind the back size up is also quick. There's not very often that you get a card with a good behind the back size up and a good in front of the body size up. And you can see them all right there. Now, there's moves you can combo out of this, like a pullback and go. That's a really good one to do. You know, if you want to do a Luka escape into a size up and go with the push cross, you can do that as well. So pretty much everything I covered in the Derrick Rose video is mostly true for Steve Francis here. With that size up, all you really got to do is just one move and trigger the size up and then do a push cross, or you can burst to the ball side hand. His escape is only the Luka escape. If you guys have used Luka, you guys know his escape isn't that great. You can kind of see he doesn't really get too far out of the player box here when doing an escape. But that's okay, because with a size up and even a halfway decent escape like Luka, you're pretty well set to go. You know, if you want to do a pullback into an escape, you can do that, but it's like, why would you do it when you can just do the size up and go, considering that, I mean, Steve Francis' size up is very glitchy. Another thing you can do too is just flick the stick back and right, and he gets all sorts of just weird sort of animations. I mean, if you just flick the right stick back and right here, you can see he has like a very, very glitchy size up, right? And now that he has quick instead of shifty, whether you want to go ball side hand or opposite ball side hand, it doesn't really matter because you're going to get a good burst animation whether you go ball side hand and get the quick burst, or if you go opposite ball side hand and get the push cross. Either way, you're good to go. So even if you're not that good at dribbling, you can literally just push the right stick back right, back left. I mean, and you're gonna get these kind of wild looking size up animations. If you spam the behind the back size up over and over again, you actually move backwards. I don't know any other size up that does this. So if you're just spamming diagonal down backwards size ups, you can see he just literally moves backwards. So hypothetically, let's say you get to the paint here and you just want to, you're way behind the 3-point line, you can do it. It's going to take some practice. Even myself, like, I'm not very good at dribbling with these dribble sigs because I haven't had a chance to use them this year really, you know? But I mean, if you really want to, you know, you can maybe do a little get to the paint type of thing, move yourself back and shoot. Another thing to know about this Luka escape as well is he does get a really good standing step back. That one right there. Like that, where they get the little two-piece going. And you can burst out of that either direction, but I like to do a push cross out of it. Just that move right there alone generally will get you a blow-by, especially with all the playmaking badges he has. If you just are going to do a standing step back and do a push cross, that alone is really good. And then also, too, if you want to do like a standing step back into a size up and go, you know, maybe you did the first one a couple times. Maybe you were doing this all game, and then you want to throw a curveball at him, just, and you're gone. I mean, this card just has very unique sigs. I'm telling you guys as much as I know about it right now. But but I still don't know everything about it. You know, there's not any other cards in my team that have this size up. I'm not even sure if this size up is available yet in Park. For a very brief period of time, I did use Steve Francis, the diamond one, but that wasn't really enough to get to actually understand the real specific things about this size up. But there's a lot here, especially now that they gave him the quick dribble style to go with it. His misdirection isn't very good, but you can work with it, especially with the other SIGs that he has. I mean, when it comes to this card, it's like, not only is there a lot to learn and a lot to love about this size up, it can be used by someone who's really good at dribbling, and they can come up with creative combos to make it even better. But it can also be used by somebody who's not that great at dribbling, because if you just sit here and just go boom, 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 and flick your right stick all over the place, I mean, these animations, even if they're not like super game breaking or anything, at least they look pretty. I mean, with the amount of cards in this game that just have the very boxy, boring Kobe size up escape, you know, at least this looks cute. At least it looks cute at the very least, you know? And of course, with the quick dribble style, he's going to be able to quick stop as well. So once you really start getting the hang of some of these animations, which I'm not even there yet, you're going to be able to get some pretty nice looking quick stops out of this. It just looks cool. At the very least, it looks cool. Let me see what his Asta slide looks like. Whoa. There's no way that's the animation, right? I had to have done something wrong. Alright, I don't really love that, but yeah, I wouldn't do that. But overall, I would say if you just are picking up the Steve Francis card and you want to use him as effectively as possible, go into freestyle and kind of figure out exactly what about these dribble SIGs you like, because there's a lot to see here, you know. But if you really just want to pick them up and use them without putting in too much work, just know whenever you're flicking your right stick without holding R2, you're going to be triggering the Steve Francis size up animation, and it's almost like a glitchy dribble move without even putting in any effort. Like, I'm touching nothing on my controller right now and I'm just beating up my right stick. And then if you just go diagonal and back over and over again, you do move backwards, which no other size up can do that. Is that super useful in, like, against some sweat who's got Shaq on ball? Probably not. But I mean, if you're playing a bot and you're right here, you want to troll him, you know, it's kind of fun. There's a lot to like about this card, man. He's definitely more interesting than most of the cards that we've gotten recently for me, especially with the big lack of, you know, good dribble SIGs on a lot of cards, even though we're in endgame. And of course, he's got the normal leaner too. I guess I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but that's huge, because with these dribble SIGs, I mean, if you can burn somebody on something like this, you can just go ahead and shoot a leaner and green it. So overall, really good card for dribble heads. Is he like MJ Luka type of card? No, but I'd say he's better than Derrick Rose. Even if maybe what he sacrifices on defense is well made up for with the normal leaner, because with these dribble SIGs, you're gonna get an opportunity to shoot a lot of normal leaners. I know he's got like a hop jumper too, a lot of people like. I don't really mess with that too much, but there's a lot to like about this card. So like I said, if you kind of feel the same way I do about him, go into freestyle and kind of just carve your own path. Maybe I gave you guys a few ideas. Hopefully I did. And yeah, that's really it. I'm excited to use this card. I think he's gonna be a fun little time, especially in endgame where I'm not taking the game too seriously. So, you know, catch me out there in Unlimited going, hey. Look at Steve, man. Yeah, hope you guys like this card. See ya.